Hiya, it's Claire Spalding and you're watching my weekly vlog for My Brand Story. As always, I'm here to help you build a truly authentic business and brand that will connect. I really want some lightning bolts when I say that. I want you to understand the true connection to your target market, to your suppliers, to anyone that you feel your business needs to get that connection with to succeed. Today, it's an interesting one for me, and it's something that you use in life and you can apply to business. It applies to every part of your life, and once we start talking about it, you will agree like, oh, I understand. The 80-20 rule. Have you ever heard about it? Have you heard about it in your life, or have you heard about it in business? Have you heard people just talking about it and you have no idea? Because when people start talking numbers, you're switched off. It's me sometimes. But this is a really practical numbers that you will want to know that you can then apply to build a truly successful business. As I always like to amalgamate person and business, this actually is a vlog that applies to both. Not just branding, but business. Applying the same procedure in your home life as you would in your business life. There's a fundamental rule that is blanketed across both. And what it is 80% of your outcomes come from 20% of your outputs. So if you're thinking about 100, 80% of your outcomes come from 20% of your outputs. That's pretty amazing. Think of all the energy you would save if you just focused on that. So I'd like you to think about, take your business hat off now in your personal life. Think about your life and think about probably 20% or 80% of your happiness comes from 20% of the activities you do. Whether that is spending time with family, spending time with friends, going to yoga, going to get your nails done, spending some time on crafts or in the veggie patch. That's my current thing at the moment. Something that gets you, fills your cup more. And 20% of what I do in my life, and I'm hoping to change that, and that's why I brought this up today, trying to focus on the things that make you happier, the things that are more productive, the things that are more fulfilling in life can then apply to business. So for me, looking at my life and what I enjoy doing, probably the things that enjoy me and get the most outcome are only 20% of my energy or 20% of my time. And then there's the other stuff that doesn't get the same rewards, but you still have to do it. And that is something I want you to get your head around, thinking about that in your life. What would that be? What is that? Maximizing satisfaction and trying to avoid the things that take so much time and strain so much energy. And they are, as I said, they're there, but why don't you try and maximize on what gives you that happiness? Think about that in your personal life. How can you look at that 20% output to the 80% outcome, and how can you make that bigger? How can you get more fulfillment out of that and make this side of the happiness better? And then that flips over to business. So thinking about your business and how you can then apply that to business. Have a look. Go now and have a look at your list. Do it in the last year to 6 months, even the last month, and work out what is making you the 80% of your income, and you will find that it's 20% of your product. And then I challenge you to rationalize it. I challenge you to look at your items and work out, and your services, because I'm not just talking to someone that is selling products online or someone that is selling goods in a store. I'm talking to you, service providers, just like me. What part of your business that is taking up 20% of the effort and the inventory is making you the most money? Focus on that. Focus on what that is doing for your business. You're doing something right there. So why not get rid of the dead wood? See ya. Get rid of it and focus on maximizing that element. Focus on diversifying that and seeing how you could make more of it. Instead of wasting 80% of your time on products and services that really aren't working for you. You're holding up stock, and that's a cash flow over your head. If you can get rid of it because it's not doing anything good for you and focus on that 20%, to maximize that, think about the energy you save, the money you will save, and the time. Because it is true. The 80-20 rule applies so strongly in business. And there is always a way, and we have to always be re-energizing and re-exciting our customers to want to purchase us. But you'll probably find that they're still going to go for what they go for. They'll try something, but they'll go back. And I remember this in my old company. We had to rationalize products, and it was when I worked for a dairy, and we had flavored milk. And I remember we had a range of 6. And there were 6 products. 2 of the products were making 80% of the money. 2. And we had these other 4 that we had to rationalize and wonder, what is it offering? Now, you've got to have the interest element, but that is purely for interest, not to be making you the money. How do you maximize on what people are already wanting? And that is also my challenge to you. If there is a product that is doing well, how do you diversify it? How do you up it? How do you excite it more? Can you challenge that more to build that, as opposed to spending a lot of energy on that product that is just not moving? It's just not selling. You don't know why, but it's just deadwood. My advice to you, let it loose. Let it loose. If you need to sell it at a low cost, or just cut it off, because you're wasting your time and your money and your energy on this product that perhaps will never ever give you what you need. And why not start feeding and nurturing the products that are actually making you 80% of your money and happiness? Because what you'll find, if you're a service provider, an entrepreneur like myself, if you are creating a product that's come from passion, you'll probably find the ones that you love the most are the ones that are doing the best, because it's come from you and it's what you like. So why not follow that and drive that more? So my challenge to you now is, when we get off this vlog, taking your notes, look at your inventory, look at your service offerings, find out your overall sales and what has made you the most, and work out where that's coming from. And be serious about the products that are just not doing it for you and not making you happy. Because honestly, if they're going to keep hanging over your head, it's not worth it. Cut it off. You'll feel light and reprieve. Focus on that 20% and grow it. For yourself, for your business, for your mental state. Do it. So work harder for the elements that work harder for you. So I'm looking at your product and your services. That's one thing. Staff. Staff are your second point. I bet you that you have 20% of your staff that are nailing it and doing so well. And then you've got that 80%. You got that chunk that you are holding the hand. I remember this with my team, and it was just exhausting. You almost lose the focus on the people that are doing well because you're carrying the deadwood. I'm sorry, but I think you should cut them loose too, because you're a small business and you need to focus on your business, and you need to focus on those 20% and grow those 20%. Bring people in like these people. Bring them into your vision. That is the most important thing. The 80-20 rule. I challenge you. Look at it for your staff. Look at it for your products. Look at it for your services, and look at it for your inputs and your outcomes for anything across your business, and find out how you can cut and cull that deadwood at the bottom. That deadwood, cut it off. Just focus on maximizing what's doing well for your business, because we don't have the time. We don't have the time to focus on that. And so my key and my leading message for you is, go and have a look at your business and see what is working, and it will be the 20%, and maximize that. And that 80% that's giving you 20% of the outcome, out. It's harsh, but it's true, and it's best for the business, and it's best for you. It's best for this, it's best for this, it's best for everything. So I challenge you to do that. 80-20 rule, and how it can change your life and business. So start living the 80-20 rule today. If that's the one thing you do, start applying it in your life and your business, and focus your energies on what you want to focus on and what are bringing you the best outcomes. Well, they were my tips and tricks today. If you enjoyed this video and this vlog, please like it, please subscribe, please share. Let more people love it. Share the love. I would encourage you to do so. If you wanted to know more about My Brand Story, pop over to mybrandstory.me, telling you all about how you can build your vital brand pack to build your business to the next level and help you with that 80-20 rule. Because then you'll know what you're good at and what you can get rid of. Perfect. Good starting point to cull. If you want to know more about what is branding, sign up for my free 20-point branding checklist and see where you stand. So as always, I want you to stay true to your journey and your brand story, because what you have to offer, no one else does. Remember that. I'm Claire Spalding from My Brand Story. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Bye. Oh, I didn't talk about the tea. Earl Grey.